Alrighty then. So yeah, here we go with part 2 of the review. I am so sorry folks, I tried to get this thing to go before it went into sleep mode, but go it would not. Anyway, whoops, sorry dude. Here he is in robot mode with his cannon on his left arm. Seriously, if you have this Shockwave or the Dark of the Moon Shockwave and you're a Gen 1 fan and you don't have the cannon on his left arm where it belongs, you're doing it wrong. Now, let me address a couple things here. One, for everybody who screamed about this being the first time we got in Shockwave when we should have, and he should be the War for Cybertron version, well, yes and no. And the big no comes in the fact that if you remember the GameStop commercial, if you pay close attention to Shockwave there, he was a stealth frickin' bomber. Which kinda sorta would have made him like about, oh, I don't know, a Voyager perhaps? Anyway, the light piping on this guy is wicked. Now, let's see, I don't really have any way to demonstrate it, but it is wicked. Oh, wait, let's see, when in doubt, another phone. And that's not going to work because it's not bright enough. Oh, hold up. Let's see if we can get him up by holding him up to the light. Yeah, there he goes. That mono eye of his. I know. Kind of a crappy way to do it, but hey. If it works, it works. Even if it is not logical. Shut up, Shockwave. Second thing I want to address. You know, you got some folks that aren't too keen on his legs because his legs seem like they're really skinny for his upper body. Well, yeah. I'll admit, they are rather tooth-picky. But if you think about it, design-wise and style-wise, that's pretty freaking spot on to the Generation 1 figure. Where, you know, the legs were skinny. They were skinny there, they're skinny here. I'm doubtful that the War for Cybertron version was like that. He probably took after the anime, had some regular legs. Anyway, as usual, the posing level is really impressive. Only thing I really hate about this thing, his head. Because that head isn't on a ball joint, it can't come off. And I don't know how good that's going to come up, but see right there on that panel which you press down, yeah, it's a bunch of like cables and stuff. It's a bunch of crap really screaming for some silver to go in there. Then you got these nice shoulder rotations, and his upper arm and the middle of his arm, like around his upper arm and forearm, is double jointed. Pretty much a result of his transformation. Another nifty thing is, because the back part of his feet in robot mode also happen to be, yeah, the cover for his cannon in vehicle mode. If you want to, you can stand this man straight up and have him sort of like with feet together kind of pose. Yeah, you know, Shockwave standing at attention. What are the odds of that? Nothing in the waist, but that's because he has no waist and he doesn't need a waist. Legs are on ball joint hips. And nothing really special there. Yeah, it's nothing really special. Feet, well, that's part of the transformation too. Oh no, this guy is awesome. And I like how the little rear skimmers become seeker jet like wings in robot mode. Although, I'm not too keen on, well, how can I put it? I'm not too keen on him having wings in robot mode. It just doesn't seem shockwavy. It's almost like they actually combined one of the Seekers with Shockwave. But that's just me. And it's not a real complaint. Not like that non-ball jointed head. Anyway. Come forth, my lord. Of course, Shockwave. You know who really runs the show here. That's what you think, Negro. What was that? Nothing, Lord Megatron. Yep. As you can see, War for Cybertron Megatron is a smidge bigger than Shockwave. Okay, yeah. Let's move Blade B out of the way. Now, one thing people seem to not realize is that, yeah, the smaller scale on these figures, you can pretty much thank Dark of the Moon for that crap. Yep. Dark of the Moon is where the Deluxes and the Voyagers all got a little bit of shrink down compared to previous offerings. I mean, it's not a bad thing, you know. For the most part, they still have the wicked articulation. I don't know how they pull that off. It's just that the product has shrunk down. And this goes for the Voyagers too. They aren't as big as they used to be. The product has shrunk down, but the prices keep going up. At any rate, I strongly recommend you get this bad boy. If you're a Generation 1 fan or a Fall of Cybertron fan, if you're even a Shockwave fan, you owe it to yourself to pick this guy up. He is a billion different kinds of awesome. And if you have any Megatron, whether it's this guy or the Transformers Prime one, which is pretty much a couple of design steps away from this guy, you can have Shockwave doing his own little conniving, scheming things. Overthrow Starscream and everybody else that gets in his way. So yeah. Sooner or later I'm gonna do a little more customizing. I got some things in mind for what else I wanna do to him. Whoops. He almost flopped over. Yeah, you see this little front section? Yeah. What I'm gonna do for his midsection, I'm gonna probably do like I did for Megatron. Get some silver in there. And just maybe a little bit of black just because of the hands and the feet. So maybe a little black, but definitely some silver is going to go on in here. Beyond that, that's probably going to be about it. Simply because my Sharpie is too fat. The purple light piping, awesome touch. Unlike on that guy. It's really awesome here. You know, it goes with the whole purple concept. But just like with Megs, I really wish they would have given Shockwave red light piping for that eye of his. And I really wish I had like an ultrafine black Sharpie so I could get in there and do that little area around his eye. Oh well, whatever. that's the end of that. So, oh, wait, hold up. Get out, Megs. This ain't about you, son. Start this puppy up from the beginning.